Welcome to Viking Superpowers. I'm delighted to be chatting to my friend Aidrian Busl, who I met in Roskilde in Denmark back in July. I'd been wanting to go to that museum for so many years, and it was just perfect as I walked up to the front of the museum. Aidrian was there playing his bagpipes, and it's called a dudelsack, isn't it, that one?
Yeah. In Germany, we called it dudelsack. Right.
Dudelsack, right. And most people actually don't realise that there is many types of bagpipes, especially here in Australia. Everyone knows the Scottish bagpipes. Some people know the Irish bagpipes, which we call Ulaine pipes, which they use the elbow rather than blowing up the bag. I've got a real interest in bagpipes, and I knew the dudelsack because I have heard of. I used to have a album with all like I don't know 15 different types of bagpipes from around the world. But
Mm.
your playing was just beautiful, and it set the perfect feeling of a medieval Viking sort of feeling as you were playing out the front of the museum. Aidrian and his dad were there, and I met his mum later. They took me down to see this fantastic ship that they'd sailed in. Could you just tell us about your journey on that ship, first off?
Yeah, it's an really, really cool story. The ship is called the Skua, and a friend of mine, he's really, really into this like sailor and ship stuff, and he also likes the legends and stories. And so my friend Martin built a real Viking ship, the Skua, by himself, and he built it really authentic. So they don't use the proper screws or something. They really did it really authentic. And
Uh-huh.
we first did Monte Pass. We shipped all together with a big crew on a river in Germany. But since he wanted it more authentic, we were going to Denmark, and we put on
Road.
yes, we rode from a little island over to the Viking Museum all the way. It takes really a long amount of time. Martin was also very interested, like the museum has done the same thing. So like they build ship and go out with the ships on the sea. They had done the same thing. So Martin was really, really interested how they did this, and so he really wants to see this. Yeah, and I was allowed to play bagpipe on the ship when they come into harbor or into any other thing. So I was allowed to play on there, and it was really cool.
Absolutely, very cool. And how old are you?
I'm now 50.
15, yeah. So you're still at
Uh,
school.
yeah, I'm still at school
How many years have you been playing the bagpipe?
now. Now that are 8 years.
Mm.
I do it since I am 7.
7. Wow, that's a good time to start, really. And is there a lot of I saw on your channel there seem to be lots of friends that you've got that play the pipes in different ways. Is it quite a scene where you live? Is there many people interested in the doodle sack? You know, the old medieval bagpipes where you live.
Yeah, it's it's not many. We are many, but not that we are not that big of a community. There are many people that are interested in and they play the bagpipes in Germany. But it's not that big of a thing.
Yeah. Is there competitions for playing, like where people come and compete with each other, or is it more just for the pure musicality of it?
Yeah, there are competitions, but not that many, or I don't know of that many competitions.
Yeah.
Personally, only also in the most times I play for the music and for the people and to have fun, but there there are not that many competitions.
Do you like go to Viking Age reenactment festivals or groups where you wear the clothes, the Viking Age clothes, and that sort of thing?
I go to museums and stuff like this. We have museums in Germany for the Viking and the style, and I'm very interested into that. Yeah, I go into museums and stuff like that.
By the way, your English is very good. Do you
Mm,
get to practice it much?
yeah, it's naja, I didn't get to practice it that much, but in bands or musicians with which I play, they are many times they are not from Germany.
Mm.
So like they are in Germany but are born in Mexico or
Wow.
some other country, and so they speak English most of the time.
Right.
So I get to practice it sometimes.
It's a challenge, isn't it? When after I met you, I went up to Norway and then I went to Iceland. And even though I've been studying Icelandic for many years, I really struggled when I tried to speak to Icelanders. It was like, okay, how do I say that? It's a challenge. I can read Icelandic a lot better than I can speak.
Mm.
I'm getting better, but it is a real challenge. But that's why I said, your English is great. It's people take it for granted that we can speak a language. Do you play with a band with your bagpipes? Is there other medieval instruments and singers?
Yeah, there are many. Now I play in two bands, Despon Sepa and Mentus Infecto. Also play with other bands if they say, "Oh, you are here, play one song with us."
Yeah, I'll have to get you to send me the names and links to the
Hmm.
bands you're involved with so that I can put it in the notes
Yeah,
for this
I
video.
can do that.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah,
delighted. And I think, that I recorded two tunes you played. One was that day in Roskilde, you played that one that's my mother told me, you know, to buy.
hmm.
It was Egil Skalla Grimssoner. It was his poem. My mother told me to buy a ship. I got that one, and the other one that you played, which I've used in the introduction to my videos, the last two videos. It just sounds so perfect with the Icelandic and other images that I'm using there. But does that song have a particular name?
I really looked it up and know it one time, but now I don't really know, but I think it has deeper traditional roots, but I don't really know, and I won't talk trash or something now, so I
Yeah,
can't say really something. I
yeah,
forgot most of it, but I knew it once. I knew it once.
yeah. Well, you played it well. I really like it. I'm very pleased that you've offered to maybe make me some more music. I would be so thrilled to have more of your piping playing behind my videos. Yeah, I love nothing better than, as you know, you can get AI to make music now, and there's all sorts of electronic ways. And I have actually tried to make sackpiper, the Swedish bagpipes. Yeah, I had a little app that plays that, but it always sounds terrible when I do it. It's okay for just like a bit of a drone in the background, but a real piper like you just makes, it's like, yes, I can do all the drumming and the wolves and the trolls howling off in the forest and the crows cawing and thunder and lightning, but a real bagpiper like you, it just makes it. It just makes it perfect.
Thanks, like to hear that.
Yeah. Have you been to any other? Have you been up to Norway, or have you been to Iceland or other
Mm,
parts of Sweden?
I don't know 100%, but I know Sweden and Norway are for like in the summer of the next year, they want to do with the Viking ship, with the skua, they want to do that again. And
Ah,
in other countries, more northern.
ah,
And I don't know, but Sweden and Norway are definitely on the list.
yeah.
They definitely will go there, and I really like to be part of it and be there.
I just wondering, going back to the dudelsack again. It just has one drone, doesn't it? Like it has
Um,
one bass drone, or does it have?
you can have bagpipes with different amount of drums, but uh, the bagpipe which I played there has two,
Yeah.
but I think at the time I only used one of them because this bagpipe was very new to me.
Mm-hmm.
And before this bagpipe, I always played with other reeds, and now it's harder for me to play. So at this time, I only played with one drum.
I really like the sound of your bagpipes, but I understand about the reeds. That's one of the tough things about that instrument. You got to, there's a lot of skill in
Mm,
tuning the things in, and
yeah,
preparing them when they're new, breaking them in.
I have I have tried many bagpipes. I have actually one bagpipe that sounds a lot more like the Scottish ones, but I don't have it here now. It actually only has one drone, but it is playing with I don't know in English, but we have when we play there's moll and there's dur. The one I have at home really sounds more like the Scottish one.
Uh-huh. So there's different tones, like a high pitched and lower pitched, maybe.
Mm.
It's the Scottish bagpipe has the one bass drone, and I think is there two or three tenor drones. I should know that. I think it might be three. But do you like the
Yeah,
Irish?
yeah, I really like them. The Irish ones, I never got to play one of these. I one time tried a Scottish one, but Irish one, a Julian pipe, I think. I never played.
Yeah, I've got a friend who's about your age. He's the son of one of my family that we're friends with, and he's pretty good on the Uilleann pipes. And there's no teachers around here, but he learns by Zoom from a guy in Ireland who sort of teaches him. I was just trying to find this guy. There's an Australian. Oh, there he is. There's an Australian guy called Lincoln Hilton, who's an amazing bagpiper, and he has a pretty popular channel, but he mostly plays chanters, and he's got
Mm.
all these different types of chanters. Like the bagpipe guys just have a standard bagpipe chanter for practicing, but this Lincoln Hilton, he uses these really long ones and all different pitches. And I'll send you a link to him. You might have
Mm.
seen him, but I don't know. But he's very good. If you listen to it, I know you'd like it. I really admire you. I think it's hard enough to learn an instrument like that and play it if there's lots of other people around, but to do it by yourself and to be associating with bands and all that, that's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But I had a teacher.
So how did you get interested initially? Like it's not the normal thing for a teenager to suddenly play the bagpipes, unless your parents do it or something like that. What got you interested?
Yeah, it's an really interesting story where I got a CD and there were supposed to be music for kids on there, And suddenly, random, there is one band which has bagpipes in it. And so I started to hear this band and listen to them and really liked it. They are called In Extremo. And then I said one time where I was 5, I
Yeah.
said, yeah, I want to learn that instrument. And it was the bagpipe. But the all the builders, the bagpipe makers, didn't want to build me one or make me one. Because they all said, become 10 kids and then you can learn that.
Oh, really?
Start learning, I don't know how you name it, flute or anything other. But I said no. And my parents finally, they found 2 guys, Christoph Grün and Christian Trey. And they said, okay, one of them will build me my first bagpipe, and the other one will teach me.
Well, that's so cool.
Yeah, and that's how it goes.
It's really cool indeed. But that's really like fate, isn't it? When you, even the bagpipe makers say, "Oh no, sorry, you're too young. We won't sell you a bagpipe or make you bagpipes." And you meet these 2 guys, one of them who teaches you. I think that's legendary. Thanks so much for zooming.
I still think
Um,
it was very interesting.
no, you're a cool guy, and I really, I'm sure we'll know each other for a long time, and I hope I can meet you and your family again sometime in the future, maybe at some cool Viking festival or music festival or something like that. Just remember me when you become really famous. You say, let that old Viking come behind the stage here. He's cool, that guy. All right, mate. Well, give my kindest regards to your dad and your mum. I remember your dad. He's a great guy.
He, they sent greetings.